Worst fade out in the history of fade outs. I need an engineer. Anybody want to be an engineer for a podcast that's not watched live at all, but actually listened to by quite a few people on like what is it, Spotify or something like that, or Apple Music, all of those. So yeah, after I get done doing it live here, we take the file, we put it on there, and then people actually give a crap. And that's fine. You don't have to give a crap. And we're going to talk about not giving a crap. We're going to do a little something a little different this time on the old Brandon Bishop podcast. Hi, I'm your friend Brandon Bishop, and my podcasting schedule has been bad. Usually we used to do them every single Tuesday. I was on the road for most of the last 2 months, for at least half of the last 2 months. So I don't want to do them on the road because it just doesn't come out good. Just doing them like on your phone, like it's not my favorite thing to do. You guys deserve better than that, but maybe I will have to do that, or I got a new whole system that's going to be put in the van pretty soon. So maybe at that point, I will be able to do the job that I feel that I should be doing. Please, I have 2 things that I'm going to do today, unless somebody gets with me and wants to chat or something, which is always fun. I'm getting all kinds of text messages now. As soon as I start doing something, that's when everybody wants to talk, and that's fine. Anyway, hi, how you guys doing? How's your week been? How's this just today been for you? It's Saturday. It's supposed to be one of the fun days. Saturday is one of those days where I usually just stay home. The kid and I did some running around today, and that was cool. But I am I don't like traveling on weekends because it's too peoply out there. I don't like leaving my house on weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, even Friday. Most of my existence outside of this place is Monday through Thursday. It just is. I'm not a big fan of crowded places, long lines, traffic, peoply stores, and all that stuff. I'm just not a big fan of it. You people have ruined it for me. I'm not gonna lie. you might be sensing a tone. I'm not in a bad mood at all. I'm actually in a very good mood today, and I hope you are as well. But the tone is we're going to be doing the top 25 ways how not to be an asshole. Makes sense? It's just some. I'm an older man now. I'm the guy on the lawn saying, "Get off my lawn, you kids." I'm that guy now, and I understand it now. If you're younger, you don't understand it. You don't understand how disrespect and just pure idiocracy can just make you boil. Just boil. And I'm going to give you 25 ways, in my opinion. And I'm guilty of some of these things. I have been in the past. And you look back at yourself, and I've said this quite often. When you're in your 20s and your teenage years, I'll kind of lump all that together. You may not think so if I'm 25 and no, you're still a child. Okay. In your 20s, even like let's just say 20s and under, you think you know everything. Then you get in your 30s and you realize you didn't know anything in your 20s. You were an asshole in your 20s. You were a complete bag of tools in your 20s. And then you get into your 40s and you look back at yourself in your 30s and go, I was awful. I was just not a good person. I was not, I thought I had it all together, but I did not. And I'll even cut up the 40s, 40 through 45. You look back at the 30s. And then when you get to that 45 to 50 area where I'm at right now, um, you start looking back at your early 40s and go, "Gah, how did I even get through the day? I was so dumb." And I'm sure when I pass that 50 mark, uh, I'm gonna say the same thing about right now. And I imagine when you get in your 60s, it's like, at that point, you just don't give a shit. And then when you get to your 70s, you just don't give a shit. About a lot of things, but I'm in that irritable age right now where I remember as a kid, I wasn't the best kid. My mom will tell you that. I was not the perfect child by any means, but I remember at least being somewhat respectful. Others may disagree with me. For as far as I know, I mean, you tell me, do you remember, like, people that are my age, do you remember back in the day, back in our day? And yes, our day was the golden generation of American culture. Trust me, just look around. But do you remember people just screaming obscenities on the road? And I mean, maybe if you're from New York or LA or something, but I don't know, maybe I was a little more sheltered than I thought that I was. I'm not 100% about that. I just I hear it all the time, and I see so much more just disrespectful, awful behavior from just disrespectful, awful human beings. Um, and I don't get it. I don't understand. It's such a look at me culture now where everything is look at me, 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 hear me, hear me, hear me. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm in the entertainment business. That's my job, but I make money off of that. I'm not trying to explain my terribleness away, but and I'm not just casting this on you or people, other people. I'm talking about myself here. It's such a look at me culture, and I think that look at me culture has, and it's also a sanitized culture. It's kind of weird when we were just dirty, awful people back in the day. It was seemed to be more done in a more respectful manner. I don't know. It's looking back at that stuff, I could say, wow, yeah, we were terrible, and every generation is more terrible than the next. As far if you keep going backwards, it's like if you go back to the 20s, if you weren't a white man, then yeah, it was not a very good time for you. And that probably always goes up to the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, and even the 80s, to be honest with you. Possibly the 90s. Like right now, kids don't realize how far we've come in a very short period of time because they did not exist at that time. When I was a kid, it was I saw it. I wasn't a part of it, but I saw it. I saw how women were treated. I saw how gays were talked about, and I saw just anybody who was different. And then in the 90s, we go to war with the brown people. Of course, we don't go to war with people that look like us because why would we? And then all the Arabs were just treated like shit. And you see all this stuff, and you don't really see that a ton anymore because we have come so damn far. But there's still a gaggle, a school, a conglomeration of assholes wherever you go. And you can't really lump people in. There's no such thing as black and white. You cannot lump all cops as awful, violent predators out of minorities. You can't say that all Mexicans are lazy or whatever stereotype. You can't do that. You can't say all white people can't dance. That's what stupid people do. That's really what stupid people do. I have friends. I don't. I, I've never looked at somebody and go, "Oh, My friend is Chinese. I have a Chinese friend. Yes. If you do that, then you're kind of too far gone and your generation needs to die off because our kids, most of them, again, you can't lump everybody together, good or worse. Our kids don't really do that. And the only way we're not born, oh, look at that person. He's got more skin pigmentation than I do. We don't judge people on that stuff when we're born. It's programmed into us by stupid people and we let it happen. If you judge, and I say this every single episode, and I say this probably every day, if you judge anybody by anything other than character, action, and skill, you're an idiot. Simple as that. I judge everybody by character, action, and skill. I could have a twin brother that looks just like me. I judge myself when I was a kid on my own character, action, and skill. And I don't like myself as a kid very much because my character was null and void. My actions were often awful and my skill was incomplete. So, yeah. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. What we're here to talk about today is 25 ways that I'm just trying to help you out. Just trying to help you out just a little bit. 25 ways how not to be a complete asshole. Simple as that. I think in the very early stages of ASSHAT TV, we had a show with, I don't remember her name at all, but we needed anything that resembled a television show. And it was how not to be an asshole or something like that. And I don't even have those files anymore. Give me some reasons in the comments, whatever, of things that drive you crazy and ways that people should not be an asshole. I will read yours as well, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, the ASSHAT TV Facebook page, whatever it is. I got a little bit of a delay on Facebook and whatever, but I'll still get to your comments. I also got like 8 or 9 questions that you guys sent me from the last podcast. I'll try to get to those as well, but I really need to get started on this. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night, and I don't want to go past 1 hour because my kid's here. We don't have school. We have a kick-ass game of Phase 10 or Uno or Racco that we're going to collide here. We might go on a little night hike if it's not too peoply outside. So, yeah, I love you people. I do. I appreciate you watching. And we've got some on here and some on here and 1 on there and 12 on there. And we're airing this in a lot of places. Anyway, give me some ways that, give me some things that drive you crazy about other people. And I'll go ahead and mention them. But I'm going to go ahead and start my top 25 list. Number 1, and if you know me whatsoever, and if you've listened to this podcast or watched whatever, if you know me personally, you'll know that this is something that drives me crazy daily, sometimes hourly, and I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Number 1, and these are in no particular order, it's just me griping aimlessly. Number 1. Booming your shit bass music, or even my favorite song, just car stereos in general, the thumping bass, garbage, high tinny hi-hat, nasty bullshit music. Like I said, I don't care if it's my favorite song. I don't care if it's my least favorite song. If you're thumping your shit so loud that I can hear it inside of my bedroom, inside of my living room, inside of my skull, you're an asshole. That's just it. Listen, people. And I know you're like, I like to listen to my music loud. I want people to look at me because I have a $500 car and a $1,500 system. Look at me. Listen, okay, I'm very proud of you for that. If that's what you need to feel better about yourself, then maybe you should dig a little deeper. There's more going on there. If you see windows and houses and apartments and retirement homes and hotels and things like that, windows and doors where you know that there's people behind there, they don't want to hear your music inside of their dwellings. Okay. They just listen. I'm begging you. Okay. Think a little bit. If you have to listen to it that loud, and it's fine. I get it. If it's too loud, you're too old. No, sometimes it's too loud. get some headphones, maybe some really nice headphones, put them on. I like to listen to, my favorite music, at an elevated volume, absolutely. I but in my brain, I have to not turn it that far up if I know it's going to be hindering the listening, ratio of other people, okay? I don't understand it. I just don't understand it, but literally every hour, sometimes every 5 minutes, sometimes you get people in the parking lot just thumping loud ass, and it's usually the bass music, the electronic music, the fake ass downloaded bullshit, push button music, rap music, whatever you call it. I don't know what it's called anymore. Don't care. Don't want to listen to it. And again, it could be my favorite freaking song. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If you see doors and you see windows and you know people are living around you, turn your shitty music down. Okay? Real simple. I'm gonna keep a smile on my face to this whole thing, okay? It's gonna be a good night. Number 2. Oh, wait, there's an addendum to number 1. I have a list. Old school pencil and paper, man. There's an addendum. And this is a recent thing, I think. What is it with the really loud cars? Not just the music. What is it with the tailpipes that sound like a lawnmower? Sounds like someone's farting like really loudly down the street. Is that a thing now, or is that just in ghetto neighborhoods? I don't. Why? What is that? It's that is another look at me thing. Same with the music. Look at me, hear my music. I'm a DJ. I have talent. No DJs have talent. Um, what is that? Stop. Put a muffler on there or something. Why do you want people to look at you? And everybody goes, wow, that guy's driving a real piece of shit. Wow, that guy's a complete loser. Like, I'm here's the thing. I don't like motorcycles either. Like, if I'm sleeping at 3 a.m. and someone starts up a motorcycle and wakes me up, I want to throw that motorcycle as far as it can possibly be thrown with a large catapult. Just I just don't like farting cars. Sorry, old man Brandon. I know. Number 2. You hear me bitch about this all the time as well. Smoking out in front of entrances. Now, I live in an apartment building. Why? Because I'm always on the road. I'm single. It's me and a cat, my kid half time. What do I need a freaking house again for? I got rid of a house and it was the best thing I ever did. So when I leave the apartment building and we got these asshats down the hall and they just conglomerate right in front of the door. Here's the thing. In this building, there's 2 people that are on oxygen. In this building, there's 1 person who has a high alert allergy towards cigarette smoke. Or I don't know, might not be an allergy. It's some kind of a reaction they get from it. And you have to walk in and out of the doors. You just have to. That's how you get into your home and how you leave to go out into the world. And these dipshits are just out there smoking, like 5 of them. And it makes, in my brain, and maybe, I mean, I've never smoked, thankfully. I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I called you an idiot. If you don't like that, then don't listen to me or whatever. Don't care. I just don't get it. If I don't understand what goes around in people's brains that just parks in a spot where other people, high traffic areas, even if it's just something where on a sidewalk or something. I was walking downtown the other day with my kid, and there's these 2 dipshits blocking the sidewalk, both smoking, just smoke going everywhere, right down in our faces. And I almost literally, we got into an argument with them. They were trying to be big and bad until they realized I was way bigger than they are. And then I got right up into their face, and none of that needed to happen. That was stupid. That's something I need to work on, but I don't understand smoking whatsoever. It killed my uncle, killed my grandmother, for the most part. And other people that I know wiped them out. Awesome. And I don't get it. So the smell, and I lived with my grandma for a while, so that smell pisses me off, and it always will. I hate it. I hate the smell of cigarettes. I hate seeing the you look like an idiot. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're one of my best friends. You look like an asshole. And first of all, just quit smoking. But if you have to smoke, if that's your crutch, if you're addicted to it and you've fallen for it, don't smoke out in front of entrances or just around other people in general. It's just stupid and it makes you an asshole. So yeah, which is going to lead me to number 3, which is still smoking, but this time is smoking around children. The thing that pisses me off and turns me boiling red every time I see it, and if you're guilty of this, then the thing that really pisses me off is when I see somebody driving and they're smoking, and you look in the back seat and there's a kid in a car seat or just a kid back there in general, and their window's like cracked to this. I cracked my window. I want to crack your skull. I think that should be, it should be illegal. I don't know if it is, but I think we should be able to report it. Yeah, I'm going to go straight up Karen on this son of a bitch. If I see anybody smoking with kids in the car, I'm going to, first of all, film your ass. And I wish there was a place you could report it. Maybe there's a YouTube page or something, or a Facebook page or something where you can just upload these things. And I want to make your life hell if I see you smoking anywhere near kids. It's bad enough that I have to walk through your shitty cloud of bullshit. But these kids can't go anywhere. They're locked into a car seat sometimes, or they're in the car and their freaking windows are up and you're smoking. If anybody ever gets into my car or even in their car and they say they want to smoke near me, if it's my car, get the fuck out. If it's your car, I'll see you later. Sorry. I can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with people smoking, forcing anybody that don't want to smell it, to ingest it, and it goes for weed too. Cigarettes are worse, but weed is just, we're going to get to that in a second. I can't read my own handwriting. Seriously, what the hell? Oh, let's go back to driving. Slow the hell down. Number 4 is just driving like an asshole. Slow the hell down. You're not important. Whatever you're doing is not important. Do you understand me? I feel like I'm lecturing you, and this is not what you clicked for. That's why our numbers will probably be small this week, but it's fine. I don't give a shit. This is therapy for me. Slow down. You are not important. Okay? I should sell that bumper sticker. I don't care what you're going to. You could be having a baby. Guess what? Don't die on the way there. You're having a baby, you idiot. Slow down. Slow down. 5 over, whatever. 10 over, sometimes on the freeway. Cool. If you do more than that, you're stupid. Simple as that. You're stupid. This is why people die. This is why this is why the insurance companies make so much money, because of your stupidity. Number 5, same subject. Let's talk about the fast lane. See, I got a smile on my face. Let's talk about the fast lane. What do you think the fast lane's for? Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me. I want you to tell me what the fast lane's for. You're probably right. You're all good people. If you're watching this podcast, you're great people. The fast lane is to do the speed limit and pass cars and then get back over. See, you think I'm going to be like, stupid people driving slow in the fast lane when I'm trying to go as fast as I can? No. The fast lane is not for you to go as fast as you want to go. It has nothing to do with that. If it's 75 on the freeway, like it is here on whatever the hell we're at, I-25, the fast lane, by the book of law, you go 75 on the fast lane. And then when you're done passing cars, you get back over. Simple as that. So here's a scenario. If I am in the fast lane doing 80, 85, I never go more than that. Usually never more than 5 over. And I'm in the fast lane and I'm passing cars. And I don't know what this is. It just feels good. I'm passing cars in the fast lane, and there's a bunch of cars, and you ride up behind me doing 90. I'm not getting over, and you're not right. Slow down. You are not important. You're not cool. You're an idiot. Slow down. Simple as that. If I'm in the fast lane, passing cars, doing the speed limit, guess what? That's what the fast lane's for. Wow, it's not there to go as fast as you would like to go. It's not that at all. You're stupid. If you think it is, you're stupid. If you think, oh, it's my road, I'll drive my road. No, you're stupid. Stop. Okay, let's get past that. I'm getting worked up. Oh, I have a new Rodney Dangerfield shirt on. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's keep this going. I'm going to go a little faster now. Number 6, airports and airplanes. I could do a top 100 list just about the airports. I will say this. Be respectful and be nice, not just to the airport employees, but to other people at the airport. You don't know what's going on in their lives. You don't know what kind of day that they've had. Be nice, be respectful, follow the rules. I know that's crazy. Just follow the rules. Don't bitch. Don't think that you deserve special treatment no matter how much you paid for your flight. You're not important. Okay? None of us are important. We all live in a floating blue little water-covered dot in the endless universe. You think you're important? You're not. You're an ant. You're a mite. You're a speck. That's all that we are. So why make life shitty? We get 80 years to play. Be nice at the airport. Number 7. Oh, this one. And I've gotten better at it lately. I think. Because I think society in itself has gotten better. Chewing loudly. If you're smacking your lips with every bite and chewing with your mouth open, and I can't even fake do it because it makes me vomit. Stop. I'm not going to call you an asshole. I'm not going to call you stupid. I'm just going to call you gross. Okay? Just stop chewing loudly. Don't slurp. Don't start. Oh, some of us have audio sensory issues. I am one of them. Okay. I can't take high lisping. I can't take high noises. I can't take smacking noises. I can't even listen to a dog drink water out of the toilet. It will drive me crazy. Okay. But that's on me. That's my issue. But the overall thing, just don't chew loudly. Okay. I mean, come on. What are we, 5 years old? If you're sitting there chewing your gum and you're it's disgusting. Okay. Nobody wants to be disgusting. And if you do that, you are disgusting. So don't be disgusting. Simple as that. Okay. Here's the 8 one. This one's kind of a stretch. Don't expect everyone to care about your struggle. Can you deal with that? Can you understand what I'm saying right here? Just because you're bored and you want to attach yourself, I'm not even going to say you're bored. Maybe you have a legitimate reason to do it. But just because you want to attach yourself to a social issue, to a certain charity, to a certain something, even a sports team, even just your personal struggle, we don't have to care. Okay? Here's why. We all have our own. We all have a small circle, an inner circle, we can call it, that we need to focus on, that we need to concentrate on, that we need to improve. And that's if everybody just improved their own inner circles, those circles would overlap, and then it would just, everybody would be caring about everybody. But you don't have to attach yourself to this cause or this, movement or whatever it is. You don't have to. I understand that you want to. It's a lot of people just do it for this reason. Hey, look at me. I'm at a rally. Okay, that's great. And maybe you've had a personal struggle. Maybe it's been a story that's worth being put into a book. Maybe it's you can make a movie about your story. Guess what? So do I. So do you. So does everybody else. Do you care about mine? Are you a Sci TV subscriber? Huh? Did you even subscribe to a free YouTube page? Did you? right now. Did you tell me if you did? Cool. Well, thank you. But you still don't have to. You don't have to subscribe to my story and my business and the way that I make a living and how hard that I work on everything. And you people have no freaking idea. But good. Why would you have an idea? Okay, you were treated like shit by this person and you overcame this. Congratulations. Oh, now I have to buy your t-shirt. I mean, what would not everyone don't expect the world to care about your struggle or your hustle or your life or your story. There's too many out there to care about. If you care about it so much where you need other people to care about it, write a book, do a YouTube show, do something. Maybe people will watch it. My whole life is on the ASSHAT TV Life YouTube show, and I don't promote it very much. I maybe post it once and say, here's a new episode. And it's mainly a scrapbook for me. It's therapy to look back on. I already look back at some of the original. We've done like 65 episodes now. I already look back at the old ones and I'm like, oh, that was fun. That was only 8 months ago. Cool. But don't expect everybody to care about your struggle or whatever cause you believe in. I love gay rights. I'm sticking up for trans people. Great, cool. Okay. Do I have to be in the rally with you? No, I'm not going to be because it's not in my inner circle. Okay. If my son wants to be a woman, fine, whatever. Are you going to see me just with a trans rights shirt on? No, because that's his struggle. Calm down with the wristbands. Calm down with the catchphrases. Calm down with the little groups and the marches and the all. Again, it's not. You get 80 years to play. Is that how you're going to spend it? Hating, bitching. Things are better now, whether you think they are or not. Things are better now than they've ever been for every community, every single community. If you can't see that, you're not looking. Got it? All right. Let's get back to just dipshit behavior. Littering. I'm on the road a lot. I've been in just about every major city filming. I'm not bragging. I'm just setting up why I hate littering so much. I'll be driving I was in a traffic jam in Los Angeles not so long ago, a couple months ago. And I'm looking at the side of the road and it looked like a thrift shop. It looked like a thrift shop. I'm looking at the road, you're seeing shoes and clothings and furniture and just bags of trash. And that's just on the freeway. If you actually drive through Los Angeles, the whole city is a trash can. The homeless have destroyed that place. It's gross. Okay. It's beyond gross. Even Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills and all that stuff. Gross. There's trash cans everywhere, people. Like, can you just even here in Colorado Springs? Oh, it's so pretty in Colorado Springs. You got the mountains and everything. Oh, it's so beautiful. Stop at a red light and look around. There's a big homeless problem here too. And they just put their trash right on the ground. A lot of people driving on the freeway, throwing their shit right out the freaking window. Guess what? You're an asshole. You're stupid. And the next time, if you're watching this now, later, whenever you're watching this, maybe pass the word around. The next time that you get done slurping down that big gulp or whatever you sugary crap that people drink, and you're going to throw that cup out the window or throw the bag of all the greasy donuts that you just ate or whatever it is, or you just blew your nose or wiped your ass in your car or whatever. The next time you roll that window down here, throw it. I just want you to remember this. Just one little phrase that your friend Brandon's going to give you. I want you to repeat it. Oh, I'm an asshole. Yeah, don't litter. Number 10. I already talked about this one. Motorcycles. Motorcycles, I like them. I used to have one. It was fun. Motorcycles are cool. They look cool. I like the biker. I don't like the biker. I don't like bikers. I don't like any kind of gang. I'm sorry. I just think it's lame. If you need that in your life, fine. If you guys do charity work, awesome. Yeah, it's a community thing. Perfect. That's cool. I dig that kind of stuff. I don't like shitty gangs, if you know what I mean. But that's cool. But it's still noise pollution. It's still loud as hell. Like I said, if it's 3 a.m. and we got a guy here that has a motorcycle, starts up his motorcycle. He goes to work at like 6 and wakes me up every single freaking morning. And Again, I want to launch his bike into space, into the sun. Um, but it's that's not really what I'm getting at with motorcycles. Let's go back to LA. You're in a freeway, you're in a traffic jam, and you got like this much room between cars, and these motorcycles are just right between you. Like literally, I've seen one take off windshield. I mean, not a windshield, a mirror, outside mirror. I've seen one crash before, and that guy wasn't even wearing a helmet. And I'm just like, okay, what is? And then you get the guys racing, doing like 900 miles an hour on the freaking side streets, city streets. I get it. Gas is expensive. Motorcycles are cool. They're fun to ride, man. I dig it. I get it. But don't abuse that. You're ruining it for everybody else. You and your little crotch rockets and it's lame. Nobody thinks you're cool. Nobody does. Slow down. Do the speed limit. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, Number 11. Here's something I've talked about for a while. Nobody cares about your politics. Got it? And this is something that I have been very guilty of. I've had Bernie Sanders shirts on before. I've had I I just bought a roll of stickers that says Trump lost, get over it, mainly because I keep seeing all the I did that stickers for Biden. I just want to put something. I'm an asshole too, okay? I'm saying this to myself. But nobody cares about your politics. They don't. Election season, you're out there rallying and everything. You think and trust me, I've been guilty of this and I realized the folly of my ways. Nobody cares. I could write 100 things and all you're going to do is start arguments. I remember back in the 80s when Ronald Reagan was president and he was the president. Cool. He was like the first real president that I knew as a kid growing up. I think he got elected in 80 to 88. Those are my formative years, I was 7 to whatever age. And it wasn't, the Iran Contra scandal, things like that. He got shot and he was in the news, but I think it all started with Clinton and that whole scandal with Monica Lewinsky, who, by the way, is super hot these days. I think when that happened, the rift really began. And then you got a moron like George Bush in the office after that. And then it was just like, okay, the rift is getting further. And then, oh my God, they elected a half black guy. Oh my God. And the South lost it. And then Hillary, oh my God, a woman is running for president. Oh my God. And the South lost it. And when I say the South, I mean Southern states and then like the Southern mentalities everywhere else. Yeah, guys, I'm in Port Orange, Florida. We're getting ready to film at a place. And oh my God, Florida's the worst. And there's a giant flag, and I mean giant flag on the side of the heavy traffic road. And it says, fuck Biden. Dropping shit. Fuck Biden. Big letters, easy to read. And I'm thinking, this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, you couldn't do that back in the day. That would have been taken down immediately. And here's the thing. I'm not a Biden guy. I'm definitely not a Trump guy, but I'm just saying I'm an independent. There's kids in cars. I think about kids a lot, and I think about decent people, that just drive by and they have to see this. Like, God, same with the bumper stickers, same with all the garbage. What are you trying to prove? Who's that for? You? Yes, there's a lot of you out there, the moron freaking mentality people out there. The people wearing the Let's Go Brandon shirts. You got to keep in mind, there's some of us Brandons that can really beat the shit out of you. Just saying, it probably won't happen, but you got to be able to physically back up yourself. And that's another thing. Nobody physically we're not allowed to beat the shit out of anybody anymore. We're not. Can't even really yell at people anymore. It's pretty sad. So that's why people are out there just with their mouths going, because they know there's no repercussions, especially online. There's no repercussions for just doing this, insulting people, bullying people. You can't just go, you can't. Back when I was a kid, we could. Oh, there's a fight? Okay, well, shake hands, get over it. And now, even if you were able to beat people up, the weak-minded people out there, they all have guns now. They'll come after you. It's such a pussy nation. It's just a nation full of pussies. That's what it is. And I'm calling you a pussy if you're anywhere near that. I really hate society these days. I really do. And I try to ignore it, but it doesn't let you ignore it. Driving by, just not thinking about nothing, just thinking about your day, thinking about your business, family, love, life, whatever. And then you see a giant flag that says, fuck whoever on it. And you're like, you see a bumper sticker that's like, if you voted for Biden, you're my enemy, or something like, oh my God. Ugh. Get over it, people. Okay. Number 11 is nobody cares about your politics, and nobody does except for you. And you love hearing yourself talk just like me. That's why I'm doing a podcast. This is therapy for me, people. This is therapy. Okay. Number 12, much in the same vein. Nobody cares about your religion. Brandon, don't go after religion. I can't like you if you go after religion. Sorry, I'm not going after anything. I'm strictly telling you that nobody cares about it. Okay? This is really funny statistics right here. 23%, and I just looked this up in 2022, 23% of people in the United States, it's more actually overseas, 23% of the United States do not subscribe to any organized religion, which means we don't go to church, we don't pray, we don't believe in whatever that you believe in. If you need that in your life, cool, it's yours. Own it, accept it, but do not look down on people that don't. And people that don't should not look down on people who do. Are you hearing me right now? This is a double-edged sword that I have been very guilty of. When I discovered that I am not a religious person, where I don't need imaginary folks, I don't need any of the stories, I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm a good person. I'm a decent dad, I think. I run my business and mind my business, and I don't need a Stone Age set of philosophies to keep me in line. I don't need an afterlife. I can't wait till the lights go out in about 30 years if I'm lucky enough to get those years. But you don't have to look down upon each other. You don't have to fight. It's not a war. It's imaginary shit. It's like saying, my ghost is better than your ghost when neither ghost has been seen. Nobody cares about your religion. Don't knock on doors. You guys get free buildings in every city all across the world. You've got it made. You know how I can prove that Christianity won. What year is it? Exactly. Where do you think that whole thing came from? The whole calendar and years and all that. You win, okay? But 23% of this country does not care about it. So if you want to exclude us from things, fine. We don't want to be involved anyways. If you want to judge people on their lack of or their faith, you're an asshole. Don't be an asshole. I'm trying to help you out. Okay. Number 13. Is it 13? Yeah. This is one that I'm guilty of just on this podcast, but you did click play. You know I'm an adult. Obscenities. I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about in movies. I'm not even talking about in shitty music. I'm talking about out there. I remember I'm just walking with my kid when he was younger, and there was these two people, and they were smoking outside of Target, smoking right in front of the entrance, which please just jump off of a freaking bridge, please, if you do that. They're outside of Target and smoking and just F this about that, you can't believe the goddamn motherfucker. And I'm just like looking at my kid, and he's looking at me. I'm just going, Why? Who is this for? Who is this for? We're going to get to the bastardization of the English language in a minute, okay? But who are you? Every sentence, it means nothing if every sentence has the F word in it or whatever you want to call it. I know words can't hurt you. And I was guilty of this when I was a kid. And this is a kid thing, but it's really not. I'm hearing it from like middle-aged women and stuff. You didn't see how you fucking, you look stupid, you sound stupid, and you are stupid to a point because you have to rely on that. It's a crutch, okay? It's an accentuation for the weak-minded. There's other studies that say only geniuses cuss that much, but I think that's a little bit bullshit. It's my podcast. I can cuss. Yeah, just do I gotta say this? Watch your mouth, okay? Look around. Nobody looks around anymore and just says, "Wow, here's my environment. Who's around me? Okay, cool. Fuck. Nobody's around me. Fuck." There's so many other people that are just like, "I don't care. I'm just gonna say what I want to say. Do what I want to do. Fuck that. Fuck." Just watch your damn mouth, okay? There's no consequences anymore. There's just none. You can't look at somebody and go, "Dude, do you mind not cussing in front of everybody?" They go, "Oh, well, you gonna like it, yeah." It's like number 14, and I just did it. Playing the victim. And you know what? Number 15 is kind of the same thing. So 14 and 15, playing the victim and never admitting that you are wrong. Got it? When I say playing the victim, thank you. Spot on about the F bombs. When I say playing the victim, this is what I'm talking about. I'm trying to put this in a nice way. My brain's not with me right now. Hang on. We got to get some brain fluid. All right. My neighbors haven't bothered me in months. They've been perfect lately. Very happy. Very happy with my neighbors. My new neighbor on the other side of this wall, like I said, I live in an apartment because I don't want a house. Simple as that. That neighbor's awesome too. She's awesome. She just moved in a little bit ago. But those people over there, those people, I would I can't tell you because this could be used as evidence, what I would like to do to them, but not recently, not in months. They've been wonderful. But before that, they would thump my kids' rooms right there, and they would be thumping bass music. I think the guy's a DJ, which I could put that on the list too. If you're a DJ, you're not a musician. Okay. Put your strobe light machine on and push your buttons and do your thing, but no, you're not a musician. Stop that. You steal gigs from musicians, but let's not go there. Anyway, I could hear it like in my living room, and you hear, you hear this. I'm like, is that my TV? No. Is that my phone? Is my phone going? No. Is that coming from outside? No, I don't see anybody. And I put my ear against the wall, and it's like, oh. And you give them the friendly knock. And then for a while there, they were such assholes. Like I said, they've been cool lately, but a while there, it'd get louder. See, I don't even want to do that because I have neighbors downstairs, and I'd feel bad if they heard that. That's called being respectful. So one time I had to knock on the door. I said, "Dude, come on, you're in an apartment. It's not a nightclub. Can you turn your freaking bass down, turn your music down?" Immediately they go on to defensive. "Well, we have a tiny little speaker." Obviously, they don't know how bass works. I have a tiny little Amazon Echo right over there that can literally light up this whole apartment complex. "It's just a little speaker. If you can't handle that, then you don't need to be living in around the beach in an apartment of me." I'm sitting there like, all I asked you to do was turn your music down. I'm your freaking neighbor. Like, if you asked me to turn my anything down, my TV down, which is never allowed to begin with, I've never been asked once in my entire life to be quiet in my apartment because I'm not an asshole. But if they did, like something went off or something, I would do it. I would turn it down and I'd be like, I'm sorry. I had no idea it was that loud. I know now. But if you immediately go on the defense, like let's go back to the smoking thing. If you're out and another person in this apartment complex was smoking right out in front of the entrance. And I said, hey, do you mind not putting out, would you mind not smoking like where everyone has to walk in and out? There's people here on oxygen tanks, can you just not do that? I will smoke. I pay my rent and you're, yeah. How hard? That's way harder playing the victim. That is way harder and way more annoying. It makes you way more of an asshole than just going, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think about it, and go across the parking lot 25 feet away. And what am I supposed to do now when you start that bullshit? What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to punch you in the face? No, can't do that. Then I'll go to jail, and this person is not worth that to me. No, not at all. Should I report it? Am I, Karen? Is that what they call them? The Karens? Am I going to be a Karen? Maybe. Here's the thing. Let's talk about the Karen thing real quick. It's funny. It is. I think it's funny. For those who deserve it. If there's a Mexican guy sitting in a car in a parking lot and you get on your phone and go, there's a Mexican sitting on a car in a parking lot, he's been there way too long, then you're an asshole. Don't call him a Karen. I know a couple cool Karens. Drop that shit. That's stupid. Just call him an asshole. You're an asshole if you do that. You are. If you own a store and a black guy walks in and you're like, I think he's stealing. No, he's probably not. Maybe he wants a freaking Twix bar and a freaking Mountain Dew. Leave him alone. If you catch him stealing, then yeah, make a call. You're an asshole if you do that. If you're watching this podcast and you go, oh, he's cussing too much and I think he needs to be blocked online, then you're an asshole. Asshole. But if I'm the guy that's like, okay, I have no other choice now than to call the landlord and say, hey, can you maybe tell people not to smoke out in front of the freaking building because it's stupid and every other business and place does that? Can you do that? That's not me being an asshole. That's just me looking out for everybody else and calling you out for being an asshole. Simple as that. How much time we got here? Oh, not much. Oh, shit. All right. So, admit when you're wrong. Just say, I'm sorry, and move on. That ends it right there. You leave on a good note. You leave with some positivity, and you're not pouring gasoline on a fire, because sometimes people like me can be a goddamn raging inferno. Don't pour gas on us. Okay? Gotcha. Next, number 16. Did I say 25? I'm sorry. I meant top 20. I've been lying to you this whole time. Don't lie. I'll add that to the list. Number 16. Quit decimating and destroying the English language. Got it? Can you handle that? Please? I know mumble rap is a big thing. I know death metal is a big thing. But when you talk like you're half asleep and you're just making up words, and I understand Spanish more than I understand a lot of what kids are saying nowadays. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I understand cultures. I understand regional languages. I understand accents. Of course I do. They've always been there. They've always been worse. But when you're just coming off like an idiot, that bothers me. And here's the thing. I don't have a lot of people I talk to that do that. But if I'm, for some reason, at a drive-through at La Casita Mexican restaurant, and the guys, not La Casita, they have really cool people there. I shouldn't use them. Let's just say Taco Bell. And I can't understand what you're saying, and right in front of me, like, dude, how are you going to get through the rest of your life? You're not. You're going to end up not doing well. I talk to my son about that all the time. He's got this, he sounds like he's half asleep all the time. And I'm like, dude, speak. Speak. I speak for a living, so I need to speak, but just speak. Okay. When is it when did it start being cool to be stupid? People like us watch Idiocracy like the movie, like Nostradamus. We're just we are so heading there. And I know there's always been stupid people. I'm not talking about people that have um like speech impediments and things like that. No, not that at all. I'm not talking about people that are handicapped in any way. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just people that are just, yeah, okay. I don't know. Yeah, whatever, man. Yeah, okay. If you're talking like you're stoned all the time, you are not going to get anywhere in life. Fix yourself. Okay, next. Um, this one kind of goes along with that. Acting tough. I'm going to make this brief. If you're the guy that has to look like this all the time, and you're standing in line at a Dairy Queen, what are you doing? Like, is your life that miserable where you got to be at a Dairy Queen and go ahead, look at my girl, see what happens? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This whole machismo, like ghetto attitude. Like, what are you doing? I do that all the time. I'll be walking in a store and I see this. And I just have to go. Well, you pull up to a car at a red light and the guy's looking next to you, just like, I just burst out laughing every time. And this is a guy thing. This is like, dudes, just come on. You could be tough, but you're still not tough. Okay. Just don't, no, you're not important. Okay. You're not a badass. There's a million billion people that can kick your ass. Trust me. I know that I used to do that. Okay. I used to be like, yeah. I'm fucking Brandon. No, who am I? I'm nobody. Okay. I'm gonna be dead in 30 years, and then in 100 years after that, nobody will even remember me. Okay, I'll be a blip in history, and so will you, and so will they. And just calm your tits. Okay, simple as that. Oh, there's Aeon. I'm gonna send her an invite. Copy to clipboard. I don't know how to send her an invite. Let me see. How do I do this? I know you're all getting bored. You're like, okay, all right, dude. Seriously, I have no idea. I guess I have to send it to myself. This is complicated. Maybe I just won't send her an invite. Why is this so complicated? I literally have to email myself a link because she's texting me, and I don't know how to go from this to text. Click. Oh, wait, that's to me. I don't have to write a letter. Okay, boom. Send that to myself. Then get on my phone. Oh, look, I got an email. If you knew how often I had to do crap like this, and of course, my email is going to be a dick and not upload. I got an email from Eddie Trunk. That's cool. I like that guy. Trying to get him to come out to the Comic-Con. Copy link. Boom. Sent it to her and paste. And bam. Are you still with me? I had to leave you. All right, here we go. We did it. We did this. We sent a link, and she probably won't join us because there'll be an excuse. But anyway, where am I? Oh, here's one. Number 18. Talked about this a little bit earlier. What do we got? Questions? Feel me? What am I feeling? Feel you? They are going to work at ASSHAT TV and the production crew. Who? All of these assholes that I'm talking about? No, they wouldn't, because I wouldn't hire them. Anyways, number 18. This is gonna piss off some of my closer friends. Sorry. If you live your life around marijuana, smoking marijuana. I mean, if you got a business and you're making money and you're making a living, I don't care if however you make that living, wonderful. If you can make it on your own accord and your own business, wonderful. Nothing but respect for you. But if all you do all day is smell like weed, smoke weed, around weed, attempt to obtain weed, I've supported weed my whole life. My friend Mike Barrett would tell you I used to do concerts and benefits and stuff for the United Medical Marijuana Smokers of Michigan. Um, it's the only drug I've ever done. It's not a drug, it's a plant. I mean, come on. I've always supported it. It does wonderful things for people in pain, for seizures and kids and like it's a miracle drug. It really is. Is it something you need to base? I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about the people that every time they post a picture, it's like, you could be the hottest person on earth, male or female. When I see that, I think you're ugly. You could have your other pictures could be drop dead beautiful, but if all I see of you is, I can't look at that without going, okay, who's this for? Who are you trying to impress with your weed smoking? Okay, you like weed. A lot of people do. I don't. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like how it makes me feel. I don't like any part of it. But I know others need it or just want it, and that's fine. It's legal now. Cool, perfect. We won the war. And here's the thing: if you want to post pictures of yourself, just whatever you're doing, awesome. That's for you. But you're not impressing a whole lot of people, okay? Like maybe I just look at everything differently. I look at everything in a business aspect where I really want everyone to succeed, and I mean that. I really mean that. I want you to succeed. I want to succeed. I want my child to succeed. And there's certain parameters from onlookers. If that's you, if you're, you know, yeah, and you're doing that every day, and all you talk about is weed. And I've turned down dates recently. I'll just go like, this girl's amazing. And she was like, I'm gonna come over. We can just get baked and watch TV. I'm like, can we just watch TV? Or can we go out for coffee first or something? Like, can I meet you before I bring you into my home? That's just my view of things these days. Back in the day, I would have been like, yeah, let's do it. But no, not anymore. Yeah, weed is everywhere. Yeah, you're in Philadelphia. Try being in Colorado. I live in an apartment, top floor. Anytime anybody smokes that shit anywhere near my building, it's comes right through my windows. I barely open my windows anymore. It's kind of sad. Benny Vineyard, what's up, my friend? Yeah, we're gonna go over an hour here. My bad. Don't be mad. Here's the thing. I don't care if you smoke weed. It's not my choice. It's not my opinion that matters about that. I do care when I'm forced to smell it, and I do worry about my friends who lived their lives around it. It's a plant. It makes your head go fuzzy. Cool. Whatever. Don't force it around me. Just like cigarettes, don't force it on me, and don't live your life for it. If you need weed every day and you don't have a medical, like a legit medic, don't give me this bullshit. I got a card. No, everyone can get a card. You have a problem, and it's not like a dangerous problem. It's just a problem that you're never going to get anywhere in life. Simple as that. Now, like I said, if you got your own business and you just want to bake yourself to death every night, fine, do it. Cool, whatever. You figured it out. Don't force me to smell it. Simple as that. Okay, number 19. We're almost done, and then I'm fuck it. We're just gonna go. This kind of goes hand in hand. I hate drunk people. Hate them. I think I've been drunk. I've been buzzed probably about 50 times because I used to be a singer in many different bands, and every night the drinks would just fly on stage and shots and beers, and I'd be like, all right, I'm feeling it. And it brings out another side of me that it's way more entertaining, trust me. But drunk people that are just walking down the street and they're pissing their pants, and I don't have any pity for them. I don't want to be near them. I don't want to see them. I don't want to help them. I don't want to know they exist. Simple as that. It's not my damn problem. This is something that you did. Maybe it's something that life brought to you. I'm not going to go on a pity party here, but I've been through a lot of shit that probably would have turned me into, any other person into a drunk. Simple as that. Didn't. Why? Because I didn't let it happen. You did. I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. Same with drug addicts. Lump those in together. Drug addicts, alcoholics. And those are the people that are just fucking up everything around them too. Their families, their friends, their property, their lives. Drunk drivers are the worst pieces of shit on the planet. I don't get it. I don't really understand it too much. I come from a family, not my mom, not my stepdad, thankfully, but his family and my mom's family were all a bunch of drunks. A lot of them, all my mom's uncles and the people, my great uncles and all that stuff, and a lot of alcohol abuse in my family. And I'm so grateful and so happy that it did not affect me or my mom. I've been drunk, like I said, maybe 10 times in my entire 48 years of life. Very proud of that. And yeah, I'm not ever. I don't drink. I like some drinks for the taste of it. I don't need a drink to have a good time. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm just saying that's me. This is the Brandon Bishop podcast. So I'm talking about Brandon Bishop. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't like it. And I hate seeing other people destroying their lives for it. So I've been really lucky. I was around a lot of drugs when I was growing up in Detroit. And I'll tell some of my old friends this right now. All those drugs that you gave me, I wasted every single one of them. Probably, I would say thousands of dollars of drugs, coke, heroin, acid. I flushed more shit down the toilet than I could possibly remember. I just remember I was like, I'm surprised I didn't make a living as a magician, because I'd have all these biker dudes around me, all these musicians and everything. And I was in that scene in Detroit, and it was everywhere. It was right in front of me. They used to do the toilet seat Olympics. I don't know if I made that up or if somebody else did, but there was a line of Coke all the way around this toilet seat that had it was a squishy toilet seat, and it looked like it had fish inside of it, like an aquarium. I don't know where this thing came from. I would love to see if they still exist. I want to buy one, not to do Coke off of, just to poop on. And they would put Coke all the way around it, and one would start on this end, and it was insane. And I remember it was my turn, and I was scared to death of it, and I'm glad I was. And I just blew it. I blew it off there, and I must, like I said, I could have been a magician, because nobody saw that it was just everywhere but up my nose. And yeah, drugs are stupid. Being a drunk is stupid. Fix yourself. Figure it out. I don't know. That's so easy to say, Brandon. Yeah. What else can you do? I'm not going to fix you. You got to do it or die. One of the two. You got very few choices. All right. This one's stupid. Why is this number 20? This kind of goes with the airport. Does it drive anybody else crazy? I'm asking nicely here. When you're anywhere and you see somebody on the phone, not like this. I'm answering somebody. Yeah, we're not going to have any special guests this week. That's fine. I always reach out way too late. I think I'll do a podcast today. I'll do it in about 2 hours. Then text about 3 or 4 people, see if they want to do it. I only texted 2 this time, but neither one hasn't answered, and one just said, "I just got your message and I can't do it. It's like freaking 10 o'clock here on the East Coast." Anyway, let's just go back to the airport. You're on the airport, and you just hear somebody talking into their phone so loud, where everything about the conversation, everything about their personal lives, and it could be an argument or just a casual conversation. There was this lady, and she was like, and she's like, it's on speakerphone. I'd hear the other person too. These things are loud nowadays. And they're just yelling at each other. I don't go down. This was in Louisiana, I think. So that there was that accent as well. And it was just like, why do I have to listen to this? I'm halfway across the airport and I could hear it. And as I was walking, because I like to get my steps in at the airport, It just kept getting louder and louder and louder. Everyone's like kind of just looking at her, and she's looking at her, what are you looking at? And I'm like, go in the freaking bathroom stall or go out anywhere. Just, or don't yell and don't put it on speakerphone. So we have to listen to both of you yelling at each other. Or like I said, I'm on an airplane. Okay. Let's stay at the airport. I'm on an airplane. We haven't taken off. We're just kind of sitting there. And I'm like, all right, let's get ready. Get the headphones on. Listening to music already. I'm like, what is that? I'm thinking it might be the pilot or something. Like, what the hell is that? It's the guy behind me on speakerphone. Yeah, man. Yeah. So I'll be landing in like 3 hours. And yeah, we're going to go. Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah. Why? You can't just be like, yeah, cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna land in 3 hours, and cool. Yeah, I'm on a plane right now, so tell you what, I'll call you when I land. I'll give you a text. Cool, awesome. That's the respectable way to do it, isn't it? I think Aeon Cruz just sent me the weirdest meme. I thought it was a cigarette, but it's a burrito, which is perfect. Okay, well, maybe next week we'll get her on. Anyways, what? Just shut up. Just shut up, please. That was the same guy, okay, who got on his laptop during the flight without headphones. This is a laptop. And was listening to like TikTok videos or something or whatever he was listening to during the flight loudly. I can hear it over my headphones. He's right behind me. And this is what I do in an airport. If you're sitting behind me being a dick, you're going to see this. And that's me kind of daring you to say something at the like, what? So basically everything on this list can be summed up by just saying one sentence. Just don't be disrespectful. Just think about your surroundings. Look at your environment, your atmosphere, and just go, okay, I want to do this, but will it affect this? And if the answer is yes, then find another place to do it. Shove your cigarettes up your ass. They're disgusting. Don't be an alcoholic. Don't be a drunk. Don't be loud and forcing people to listen to your conversations and your music and your cars and your... Okay. Or just don't bother me. How about that? Is that a way we can end this segment? Just say, just don't bother Brandon. If you see Brandon, just go that way unless he says, come here. Am I a celebrity? Am I a superstar that deserves that kind of treatment? No. No human on this planet is. Just be respectful. Simple as that. Okay, I got a couple questions I want to answer here, unless you guys got some online, which I don't see a whole lot. I got a couple there, but I'm not. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Number one, Jen wants to know, what's your favorite show on YouTube? My show, the ASSHAT TV Life. It's all about me. You can go to YouTube right now. You might even be on YouTube watching this. Itchy nose. You can go right now, subscribe to the channel and watch the ASSHAT TV Life. I think there's like 65 episodes up right now. There's every Monday and Friday, there's a new episode. It's all about van life, travels, all about the inner workings of ASSHAT TV, all the adventures, personal stuff, family, cat, everything. I bought a new pee bottle in one of the new episodes. You're going to be so excited to see that. It's everything. Enjoy it. Watch it. Helps me out. We're a monetized channel, so... Number two, Reg wants to know, when's the last time you got laid? Never been to Hawaii. Number three, my handwriting's so bad. Ophelia? Oh, opinions on the Amber Heard trial. I did not watch any of it. I did not click on any memes. I did not partake in any conversations. I like Johnny Depp as an actor. He's probably a monster in real life because most rich people are. I don't know who Amber Heard is. She's pretty. Johnny Depp is pretty. I don't care about the problems of multimillionaires. Simple as that. Soltis wants to know, did you stop in Philly on your way to Tennessee? No, but I was in Philly for Ring of Honor at one of their last pay-per-views and loved the place. Ate at Tony Luke's, which is right around from the 2300 arena. Went to the Reading Terminal Market, which I fell in love with, and I want to film there someday. I love Philadelphia. My buddy and I, Garrett, went there. It was the first time both of us went there, and we loved the history of it. It was on Gay Pride Week too, so it was just energetic and colorful and fun. And every time I go there, I have a really good time. I just like walking around the historical district, and Philly's just a great place, man. Ishkabibbles, we filmed there for Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, man, it's a great place. I love Philly, and I'm when I left New York to drive down. I'm sorry, when I left Rhode Island to drive down to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I didn't. It was overnight, so by the time I got around Pennsylvania, I think I went down through New York to New Jersey to Delaware. I think I skipped Pennsylvania entirely. Number 4, has the price of gas, from Jim, has the price of gas hurt your travels? I look at gas prices in a weird way. Here's the thing. Let's talk about gas prices real quick. This is going to be a 2-hour podcast. It's whatever. I look at gas prices in a weird way. Whenever there's a Democrat in the White House, price of gas goes up. Why? It's not because of the Democrat in the White House. It's because do some research. That's all you got to do. And this is what I found out from my research. The price goes up because they want to make that Democrat look bad. Am I a Democrat? No. Am I a Republican? Hell no. But the prices go up because they just want to get him out of got to get him out. We're going to strangle the people until they blame the president, and then they got to get him out. It happens every single time. Okay? And then when the Republican gets back in the White House, it'll go right back down. But everything else will go up, and the quality of our air and water and everything else will go to shit. So you got to give and take. Do you want to spend more on gas, or do you want to have a shitty planet? Nothing we can do about it, people. We're not allowed to shoot people. So simple as that. But yeah, as far as gas price goes, the price gouging has hurt everybody. It's an extra $18 a tank now. It costs, on the last trip that I did, it cost me between $75 and $80 to fill up a V6 minivan. Okay, that's what my van is. It's a Dodge Caravan. I can get about 400 miles out of it, and every 400 miles and I drove 7,000 miles on this last trip, and 5,000 miles 2 weeks before that. So 12,000 miles I drove in the last 2 months. That extra $15, it adds up, man. A few $100. If you're just around town and you have to spend an extra $15 or $18, whatever it is, on your gas tank to fill it up, that's not so bad. It's not, but it does hurt. It cost me probably an extra $300-400 in gas, but even that, I got to do what I got to do. It's what I do for a living. I film TV shows around the country. Back to this crap. I know you're not a Trump guy, but do you think Biden is doing any better? Yeah. As far as just not embarrassing this nation, absolutely. I think he's doing better in that aspect. Trump did some good things and a whole lot of bad things. Biden did some good things and a whole lot. Is the world a better place because of one man with a job? No, it's not. That's not how this works. It's not. Who cares who's in it? The president is a figurehead. He has been since the early days. Presidents they have a lot of people surrounding them that tell them what to do. They have They read from cue cards. Okay. What is a president? It's a figurehead. It's an empty suit. I don't think we should have an 85-year-old man, however how old he is now, in the White House if he was making decisions. I don't think we should have a chauvinist, petulant child in the White House. No matter how many. Here's the thing I never understood either. Why do the Southern mentality types love on the scale of a Jesus a bloated trust fund baby from New York City? I put that together for me, people, please. The guy's an embarrassment, and you love him. Jesus, Trump, and then family. No, neither one of those things. Put your family first, your career second, and yourself somewhere in there. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. What time is it? Oh, it's getting late. All right. Any new Good Brother episodes coming out? No. If he calls me and wants to do something and put something together, I'm talking about Gallows, Luke Gallows, Big LG, Doc Gallows, whatever you want to call it, then fine, we'll talk about it. But no. I like to be appreciated for the work that I do and for the time and money and miles, and I like that. I like that whole appreciation thing. So maybe, I don't know, who knows. Another side TV question from, I can't read my handwriting. Aaron, what is Renee Paquette is her real name, like in person? She's probably exactly like you think she would be. She's got a potty mouth, and that's not off-putting. That's the wrong word. It throws you off. Like, oh, she's a pirate. She's one of the cooler people that I've gotten to film with. Honestly, she's cool as shit. I dug the couple days that we got to film together, and I can't wait to do more. I just talked to her a couple days ago about doing new stuff, and can't wait to show you what we've already done. It's awesome. And finally, did you film the Stephen Piercy documentary? Yes. If so, what would you change? That's actually, I actually kept that question because it's a really good question. I've learned so much. I've got new equipment. I've got better editing software. I've escalated things since we filmed that. I'm really happy with it, but there's still some cringy things. Like in the opening splash ad, you hear this popping in the background. I want to jump off a bridge every damn time I hear that. If you watch it on YouTube, for some reason, it's like a copy of a copy of a copy. And then on YouTube, because it was cut up into pieces, it's got like this jittery motion to it, which makes me want to vomit, and I hate it. So yeah, there's a lot of things I would like to change, but it's too late now. It's gone. It's out there. It's done. I would like to change its distribution. And there's a lot of things I like to change. A couple shots in there, like during the interview segments. I don't like walls being right behind. Like, see this empty area behind me? That's awesome looking to me, even for a silly podcast. But we were too close to the wall. Just little things that you'll never think of, but it would have made all the difference to me. So yeah, there's a couple little things. All right. Anybody else got anything? Because I am going to go away. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, there's a bunch of comments on this. I thought they were all supposed to go to the main thing, but they don't. Weirdness. What is this even on? Okay, that's on my personal page. That's really weird. I really thought they would all go to the same system, all the comments. But anyway, save your comments for the next time. We're going to get back on schedule with the Brandon Bish podcast. It's going to be on Tuesdays. That's when originally we're supposed to have these out. I realized I ain't done one in a week and a half. So I'm like, oh, crap, let's just get this. And I wanted to hear from some of you, but it's Saturday night. You've all got lives, and everybody will listen to this long after it's been live. So thank you for joining me. Go to ASSHAT.com, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, or Roku. Get ASSHAT TV. It's only $5 a month. And you've got Netflix, you've got Amazon Prime, you've got Hulu, HBO Max, Max, all of those. Get ASSHAT TV. I think you'll really like what you see there. If you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast, then by all means, you'll like it. And subscribe to the ASSHAT TV YouTube page. Like I said, it's a monetized page. Your views, your likes, your subscriptions, they all help. It's all free for you, and you get to entertain yourself for hours watching stuff. You watch worse YouTube shows. I know I do, okay? So just go check it out. And thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Be respectful. Quit being dumb.